been a very busy girly this morning, and this is the busy season in my business. So I wanted to show you quite literally what I am doing and working on and how it looks like to actually move and scale and build your business out, because business, entrepreneurship, I think there's this misconception, especially in the spiritual community and the intuitive spaces, where people feel like, yes, we're connected to the divine. Yes, we're connected to the universe, but they don't really fully dive deep enough to recognize that actually there's a combination of ingredients that are required for us to get wealthy, for us to get success, for us to get rich, for us to get visible, like all of the things. Because if it was that easy as just being spiritual and just manifesting, you would be rich. Everybody would be fucking rich and wealthy, and it wouldn't be a thing of how do I climb the ladder to success, okay? It'll be, if it was that simple, it would be like, oh, everybody just knows how to get that fit dream body. It's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy, which is why most people don't tend to do the thing. Okay. So I want to break down the actual truth of what it's taking me right now, because I'm burning everything in my business down to the ground. I'm starting from scratch again because I realized actually what I was offering was amazing. Like everything I create is amazing. But I'm still doing a lot of like one-to-one stuff where I'm required to, like, my one-to-one sessions, my audits, my higher ticket stuff, where it's just like, I need to be there present, all of this stuff. And it's like all the offers that I had created from my previous version of myself, I'm no longer aligned because I'm not that version of me anymore. And I want to offer it as like a back-end offer, but not my main entrance offers, if that makes sense. Those of you who are in business already, you know what I mean. But those of you who are new here, just to let you know, like, the clarity on this is like when people first come to your website or your Stan store, like I've got Stan, the link is all dropped below for you. You can go check it out, what I mean. But the first couple of things that you see, so you should see right now, Mindfully Rich, which is my new fucking incredible mentorship space. It's absolutely amazing. This is the space, right, where you go in and all you've got to do is listen to one audio a day. You will reprogram your mind for the rich life. Okay. Now, why am I saying this with such conviction? And I know that it's working because the way I'm wired, and the way that my human design and my astrology and all of that is designed, is to speak to your subconscious. So the good news for you guys is that even if there are blocks that you don't know are lying there, or you don't know how to get rid of, I will speak to them directly so that you will have those instant shifts, those instant quantum jumps, right? In your energy, the awareness. It's like my soul speaking to your soul, reminding you of your higher self, but also all this new stuff that you're just going to be like, and then it's just like amazing. Anyway, the link is in the description box below. Those of you who want to come join. Basically, let me let you know, actually, when you're landing on this video, it might be $22, but it's going to increase to $33, then it's going to increase to $55, and then it's going to increase to $88, I think. So those of you who want to get in, you literally stay in at the locked price at $22. If you want to come join, I suggest you join right now before the price increases. Anyway, back to, yes, so that's the thing that I've been sitting on and working on today. Now that took me, I went for my morning walk. So a day in the life of somebody who's doing like 5K cash months consistently, right? Number one, you need to build systems. Okay, the first thing that I've spoken about chakras and like you having a root chakra block, which means you are not going to build solid systems. You're going to build scattered systems because you're building from a scattered energy. So the first thing you want to be doing is making sure your chakras are all aligned. This is the energy piece. Okay, so I do chakra rewiring as and when I feel like I'm fluttery, and I reconnect the divine within me, and I connect all my energy centers so they're all balanced. They've all chucked out the gunk and the rubbish, and then I'll create from an aligned space. Second thing that I do is my health is my wealth. So before creating anything in my business, I will do my 10K steps in the morning. First thing, whether it's Saturday, Sunday as well, you ask my soulmate. He will be sleeping in bed. My son will be in the other room, and I will literally be out doing my 10K steps. Then I come back. Okay. Why? Because what is the point in building our businesses, in enjoying the money, if we don't have our health? Can we actually enjoy that money if our fucking health is dead because of stress, because of hormones, because of heart disease, because of cancer? No. I don't want any of that bullshit. So I'm going to look after this vessel as best as possible. And this took me a long time to realize, you guys, like I've been so unhealthy. I've been so like, oh, let's just put the body on the back burner. Let's just work, because that's what I need. And I'm like, no, I got my little Fitbit. I'm so excited. And I've been doing 10K steps for a while now. It's like literally since the beginning of this year almost. And I've lost like 10 kilos. which is amazing, but I've got 30 fucking more kilos that I want to lose. So this is the grind. You have to stay consistent and you have to keep showing up for yourself. By the way, guys, when I do my before and after transformation, I'm going to start a whole new channel probably. And then I'll do my curly hair journey, beauty tips and tricks, like all the stuff, and the weight loss stuff will be on there because I'm really excited about that. But for now, I'm building this shit out because this is my main focus has always been spirituality and business. Anyway, back to the point. I'm like all over. I think I'm excited because I've actually created Mindfully Rich, which I'm so fucking excited about. And I've also got one client who's coming into one of my spaces already that I'm so fucking like just VIP level. I'm just super excited for her. So, okay. So basically what I did was I did my root chakra stuff. I did the healing, all of that good stuff, right? I then did my 10K walk, blah, blah, blah. And then I've been recoding my mind with the same stuff that I'm teaching, I'm pouring into you inside of Mindfully Rich. And I rewired my subconscious and connected myself to the divine. I have an amazing video. I might put it up here somewhere for you guys on money and the money codes. And I teach this thing. And I watched back my videos, right? Because I'm a soundboard projector in human design. Those of you know, you know. So sometimes I will channel from the universe and I'll channel truth, and then I'll need to go back and rewatch my shit to make it land for me too, because nobody's teaching what I need except for me. So I have to go back to my own fucking wisdom that I know is not my own. It's from source, it's from the universe, it's from God, whatever you want to call it, believe, right? And so I go back there and I'm like, oh, this came from the soul. Okay, right, let's apply this, right? Once I do that, I am connected. You're connected to the divine. You're connected to your higher self. Nothing can fuck with that type of energy when you sit and create from there, because you're being of service to the highest, okay? You're not looking for money. You're not looking for clients. You're simply creating because that's who you are and that's what you love to do. If you're creating from any space outside of that, that is stress, creating because I have to, creating because I should, creating blah, 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 blah. That's all unaligned energy. You want to be fixing that first and then coming back. And you might be saying, oh no, but Janie, I've got bills to pay and blah, blah, blah. Go get a fucking job until you sort your energy out, because you don't want to be building a business from that scarcity mindset. Trust me, guys, I've been there. I've gone back and got jobs in and out while building the business from this scarcity thing. And it feels so much better now to relax, to build from alignment, abundance, and joy and creativity. And every time I come from that space, my stuff sells and it's just fun. It's just so much more aligned. So please come back to your soul. Every time that you feel stressed, you should not be feeling stress in your body. You should be feeling grounded. So do the energy work to ground yourself, then connect to the universe, to your soul, to your higher self and what your audience needs from you, and then channel that through, bring that through. This is what my audit's for, guys. If you are blocked, the audit's also linked below. You can grab one if you feel like you really need that and you're like desperate for it, because I'm going to take those away soon. So those of you who want to go get some. So anyway, so then I did that, and then I came in and I'm like, okay, I have got 2 main offers that I now want to create, right? So before I had like about 50 fucking different offers going on, right? And I was just like, I cannot keep flittering between the 2 and just keep chopping and changing. Like, it's just getting boring to me now, to the point of like, I just want 2 solid fucking offers. Everything that's going to change the life of someone who walks into those spaces, that is what I want to create now. And I love creating. So this is fun for me, but it still requires discipline. Okay. So what I did was I was like, okay, what is the process that people need to build an intuitive business to make money for themselves for the rest of their life, where money just keeps pouring in? Okay. They need mindset, because mind is the root that trickles through to their emotions, to their energy, to their frequency, to the aura, to the behaviors, to the habits, to everything. So I was like, mindset needs to be number 1 for me. Right. So I was like, okay, Mindfully Rich. The download came through. I was like, this is the mentorship space. Come join. This is literally where I'm just tuning in all of the good stuff that you need to align your frequency to the abundant, highest frequency for your cash. Okay. Second thing that they need is the actual skills and the energy step by step. So that's inside of Intuitive Creator, because this is what I've guided my clients through in one-to-ones. And all I'm doing is moving exactly what we do in the one-to-ones into the program. So that's going to be, again, me teaching and learning and pouring and doing like all the things that's required, which could take me a few months, guys, to build this. So I've written it all down, and then I'm creating an Intuitive Creator. So the Intuitive Creator is the course, and then there's also the VIP version. So the course you can buy standalone when it's ready. The waitlist is open now, so you can join below, and then you'll be notified as soon as it's ready, so you can come in. And Intuitive Creator VIP is where I'm going to be having my higher ticket, where I'm going to do small, intimate group container coaching, which is why the price will be higher. for people who actually want me to handhold step by step and give them accountability week by week. And then we'll have weekly group calls for that. And then they'll also get access to my Mindfully Rich mentorship as part of that, right? So I had to write this down. So this is like literally, you can see it here, right? So I've written it down. This is my process. From there, I will then create my sales system. How do I want to continue selling? Now, this is constantly evolving for me because I constantly evolve, chop and change. And so I've sold on lives on TikTok. I've sold on just through content, and then I've sold through email, I've sold in person doing events, and I'm thinking like all the different ways of which I can sell and how do I want to structure these. And so this is something that's still coming through me. It's not fully landed. So until that fully comes through, I'm like, let me just start creating Mindfully Rich. So I literally have my list now here, which is like, oh, I've created this, and then highlighted is what I've done. So I've literally created the sales page. That took me about 2 hours. I've created the Telegram space. That took me about 20 minutes. And then I actually got more done that I hadn't planned on doing, but I created like about 4 audios that go into that space already, which they just fucking flew through me. And this is why I love the divine, right? When you work with the universe, things just flow through because you are literally just becoming a channel, you're a vessel, and things can just flow through you and pour into you. But you need a container for that shit to come through so you can put it there. So this is the whole point of me structuring this business up in this way. So everything can continue to just pour through me, pour it into this space, and then I'll just continue selling these main 2 spaces because I know that's all that is required for someone to start making money in their business the intuitive way, because that's how I've done it and I continue to do it. Doesn't matter what's trending, what's not trending. We don't do any of that type of building. We build from our soul, and that's why you will always get the results that you want, because you're working with the higher self, right? There's no way that you're losing when you do that. That is literally the trust and the conviction and the certainty that you want to build yourself up to energetically. So I have a lot of work to do. Mindfully Rich is open. So those of you who want to come in, you can come in. You will have access to the audios and all that stuff. And then we'll start the training stuff. Other extra stuff will be all poured into it as well. But you have about 24 audios in there already. Depending on when you're watching this, there might be about 100. So I forget that we're on YouTube. So again, depending on when you're seeing this. But if you're watching this right now in October 2025, there's plenty in there for you to start diving into. So please come join if you feel called. Subscribe, and I will get on with my work. I'll still be showing up here every fucking day because I promised myself that for visibility. You still have to be visible, and you have to be pouring a constant effort into your people, constantly providing value to people on stuff that actually helps you. Also, I'm going to get my whiteboard out just to thingy. Like this is like I'm just letting you know what I'm doing basically because I was like, I don't really feel like teaching, but I want to show you what my process is, and I want to show you what I'm doing and what I'm building right now. Because I feel like a lot of people ask behind the scenes, and then I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll just share that. And yeah, I used to teach on my whiteboard. So some of you might have watched, I'm going to pin up that money whiteboard video because it's so fucking good. Like I rewatched it and it just brought me back into like, yeah, this is Mindfully Rich. This is what it's all about. And then I'm going to teach some more whiteboard videos because they were so good. And I feel like there's a lot coming through me where I'm like, yeah, it's just easy when you can see it on a whiteboard too. So yeah, subscribe if you're new here, drop me a comment, and I will catch you in the next video. And those of you who want to come join Mindfully Rich, link is in the description box below. Mwah.